Dr. Sarah Griffin from West New York Spinal Solutions, here with video 3 of my installment of how stress can affect our body and what we can do for it. In this video, we are going to start to focus on some more active care techniques we can use. But with that, especially considering how many people are working from home right now, I wanted to focus a little bit on home ergonomics as well. So when we're talking about working from home, our computer setup in particular, or kids schooling from home, there's a few things to consider. And then I'm going to show you a few stretches and techniques you can use for the upper body in particular to reduce some of our stress and pain there. So, firstly, and I'm kind of looking at my screen so I can tell you as I work through the station here. When you are looking at your computer, if you can sit so that you are facing straight onto the screen, that is ideal. Secondly, when you are looking at the screen in front of you, your eyes should be kind of bisecting the screen or kind of cutting it in half. For most people, I recommend having your eye gaze straight on, if not slightly down. When we start to have to look up is when we get this really head forward posture where everything gets short and tight back here and very long and weak here. So I recommend, being able to sit so that your screen, and I'm even going to do it, my camera's on top of my screen, but you should be kind of right in the center of your view here. So that's ideal. The second thing is, and I'm going to bring this back down just for my camera's sake. The second thing is having your keyboard so that it's placed so that your arms can be at a roughly 90-degree angle. There's my dog Willow making a little appearance in the background there. But you want your keyboard at a 90-degree angle, your wrists nice and neutral. So if you're typing, you should be like this, not like this, not like this, okay? So the angle to decompress the carpal tunnel is roughly like this. So the hands should be nice and neutral, and the mouse should be close to your keyboard, okay? I don't want you reaching all the way out here so that you're sitting at your desk like this or like hanging out here like this. You want to be as neutral as possible so that if you were to look at me from the side, you are seeing that everything is in line. I'm like this, not like this, not like this, not like this, here. Okay, so we're living in the rule of roughly 90s. That being said, travel down to your hips and your pelvis. You're sitting in a good chair, preferably one with a back if you need it, or that you could place a pillow behind you. Next step, knees are bent, feet flat on the floor. We're not crossing our legs and sitting in our chair while we're working all day, okay? If you need to, you can put a small towel roll under your butt just to tip the pelvis a little bit. So you're lifting those itch tubes, decreasing the stress on the lower back, and feet are flat on the floor. And if they can't reach, put a small box there, okay? So now, if you want further questions and I can dissect this even further, drop a comment below. I'm happy to take some pictures. I have actually done ergonomic presentations before, and we can put that up on this channel again. But moving on to now, we've been working at our desk all day. Now we're starting to feel the strain in our shoulders and our necks getting tight. And I don't want to take over the massage therapy portion or the PT portion, but these are some small stretches you can do to decrease some of the tension right at your desk. So I'm going to go ahead and stand up. 1, get up and move, people. Let me switch my camera again. You can tell I'm not a YouTube expert. So get up and move, people. You've been sitting a long time. There's 1.5 times the amount of pressure placed on your spine when you're in a seated position compared to standing. So just get up and move around. Like, I don't care. Carrie had this really cool little dance challenge she did the other day. Do that. Put on some music. Walk around. Go get some water as if you're heading to the water cooler to talk to your coworkers. I don't care. Get up. Okay? Now, the next thing we can do, we want to decrease the stress on our upper traps. We want to increase our shoulder retraction. So I'm going to put my hair up so you can see what I'm talking about here. So upper traps, big muscles that run from the top of your neck all the way along the top of the shoulder and come out near the side of the shoulder there. We want to increase the retraction of our shoulder blades. So if we're thinking of your shoulder blades like little chicken wings, we want to pull them back and down. Okay, so you can see your chest opens up right away. The other thing that happens is when we pull those blades back and drop them down is we activate our rhomboids, we activate our middle trapezius, and we activate our lower trapezius. These are what we call reciprocal muscles to the upper trapezius. So when this is short and tight, those other ones get weak and long. So if we can get them short and stronger, that will lengthen these reciprocally. That's a good thing. You'll have less headaches, you'll have less tension. So what you do is you stand up. We're already standing. Arms out. Okay, I'm gonna back up even a little bit more. Arms out, thumbs up, a little bit away from your hips. And what you're gonna do is, I'm already kind of in this position, so I'll exaggerate. So arms out, we're gonna go back and down. So it's a pinch and drop. And if you want, you can look up. And you hold 10 to 15 seconds. So now I'll do it again from the side. So we're standing, arms out, pinch, drop. We're holding. I'll do it once more from the back. Arms out, pinch, drop. It feels good. You might feel a stretch through here. Sometimes if your pecs are really short and tight, people will feel it as they pull the arms back and down, almost like a little tingly, a little restriction of blood flow. If you get this, drop a comment below, and I'm going to put up the pec stretch because there's a secondary stretch you can do to start to release and open up the chest even more. But that's a great start. Thanks. Try it out. Let me know what you think. Dr. Sarah Griffin, West New York Spinal Solutions.